So class, as I was explaining the electron gain enthalpy, okay, so as I told you that electron gain enthalpy is the energy, electron gain enthalpy, this is the energy, one second, energy required to hold the upcoming electron, okay, the electron which is willingly coming to that atom, उसे hold करने में whatever the energy is required, that is called electron gain enthalpy. Got it? Okay, so this is always be, it will always be negative only. Got it? Because it is energy. How it is, that's just wait, I will tell you, explain it. So filhal, first of what you have to learn, this is whenever we talk about less negative or more negative. Got it? These are the two words that I will use always. Okay, so less negative is the word, like example as I have explained, like -3 and -7. This one is high value, isn't it? High value, and this is having less value. So we can say that less negative, this is less, isn't it? Less negative has high value. So what we will say? High value. High value of what? This is always we are talking about energy. So we will say high value of energy, or you can say simply high energy. Okay, dear. Now, if it is more negative, what we will say? Less value. More negative means less value, isn't it? Or less energy. This is the key point that you have to learn. Okay, these 2 points. Now, I will explain all this. Okay, so now how it changes in a period or group. Suppose that simple सी बात है, you have to keep in your mind that if atomic size decreases, that means force of attraction is already high. Yes, atomic size decreases, so force of attraction is already high. That means if any electron is coming to that nucleus, that atom is that atom need not to apply more force, because already the force of attraction is too much high, isn't it? Got it? Atomic size decreases, force of attraction increases. So if force of attraction is increases, that means this is the center and this is the nucleus. Suppose that already the force of attraction is too much high, and if this electron comes towards the nucleus, since the force of attraction is too much high, this atom doesn't need to provide extra effort, isn't it? So that means it will require less energy to hold. It will require less energy to hold, isn't it? Less energy to hold the upcoming electron. This point is clear. If it requires less energy, that means what will be the value? Less energy. That means electron, that is electron gain enthalpy, will be more negative. I hope it is clear. And what is this electron G? Electron gain enthalpy is represented by electron gain enthalpy like this. Got it? Okay. Earlier it was denoted by EA. This is called electron affinity. But we don't have to apply this. We have to use this one. Clear? Any doubt in this? If, second point, if atomic size increase हो जाता है, the force of attraction is less, isn't it? That means already the force of attraction is less. In that case, if any upcoming electron, if any upcoming electron goes to that, the atom has to apply more force of attraction, isn't it? Got it? So that means, because force of attraction is less, so it will require more energy to hold the upcoming electron. Clear? And if it requires more energy, that means what we will write? That is, electron gain enthalpy will be less negative. This is quite confusing and very important part of the reaction. Got it? Of your chapter. So just get it, because question will be asked from this point. In general, the question will be asked from this topic only. This is very important and quite confusing. I know by right now you people will be your concept will be clear, but whenever it will come to application, again you will be confused. So again and again, just watch this and try to understand it, try to fix it in your mind. Okay, so is it clear? This depends upon atomic size. Clear? Now the next thing is, okay, so after this fact, this explanation, you just watch this slide number 27. Okay, it will be clear now. Otherwise tomorrow I will discuss, but you just try to watch it, try to get it clear. Okay, now in another slide it is that and atomics, like whenever we move in a group, if we move in a group, okay, this is group and here it will be period. Okay, so if we move in a group, atomic size increases, isn't it? So if atomic size increases, force of attraction decreases. So force of attraction is less. That means if any electron goes to that, it has to apply more force. Yes, then only it will be it can be held over there, isn't it? Held over there. So this is we can say that electron gain enthalpy, more energy we have to apply. So more energy have to be applied, isn't it? So if I am saying more energy, so what will be the value? More energy, just check. More energy, this is less negative. That means in the group, when we move, the electron gain enthalpy becomes less negative. Yes, is it clear? समझ में आ गई बात? Okay, so atomic size increases, force of attraction decrease, and hence the upcoming electron needs more energy to be held over there, isn't it? So that's why if it is more energy, it should be less negative term. I have explained here, isn't it? Now, if we move in a period, so atomic size decreases. If atomic size decreases, the force of attraction increases, and if force of attraction is already high over there, then no extra energy is required to put over there, isn't it? So that means less energy is, so I was telling that less energy is required. Got it? So if less energy, that means more negative, isn't it? So that means electron gain enthalpy will be more negative. Hope this concept is clear. Okay, now one thing I have that is about the question is there, that in the next slide it is there. Actually, in a group, the question can be asked that if we move from top to bottom in a group, force of attraction decreases, so electron gain enthalpy, we want more energy, that means less negative, isn't it? Like this. So according to this, if you see fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, so if we talk about fluorine and chlorine, suppose that, what will happen? So accordingly, if that chlorine must have less negative, isn't it? Because top to bottom, fluorine must have more like less negative, isn't it? But there is a question in your NCERT that chlorine has more negative value or most negative value. Why? Are you am I clear what I am explaining? On moving top to bottom, this chlorine comes. So according to this rule, the chlorine should have less negative value with comparison to fluorine, and fluorine should have more negative, isn't it? So see, if it is, just take example, like if it is more, upar we can write most, isn't it? And then more, and then less, like this, isn't it? Lesser, and then it will be least, isn't it? Like this. Got it? So on moving top to bottom, it is going to be less negative. It is going to be less negative. That means the top one, the top one should have the most negative electron gain enthalpy, isn't it? But it is not like that. Why? Clear? The question is clear. Just repeat it again and again. Okay? If it is not clear, because before tomorrow class, this concept should be clear. So the top one should have the most negative electron gain enthalpy, negative electron gain enthalpy is correct, but ऐसा होता नहीं है. Experimentally we have seen that chlorine has most negative electron gain enthalpy. Most negative electron gain enthalpy. Okay. So be very attentive for this. Most negative. Okay. ऐसा क्यों होता है? Why? So see, as we move top to bottom, if we check this fluorine, so yes, fluorine smaller size. Okay, fluorine has a smaller size, and as well as, so a smaller size, that means force of attraction ज़्यादा होगा. But यहाँ पे क्या होता है? Fluorine is being most electronegative element. Most electronegative का मतलब they will repel each other. Okay, all the electrons present in the fluorine will repel each other. So being most electronegative, they repel electrons present in that atom along with the upcoming electron. Like whatever inside, they are repelling each other, and the upcoming electron will also force the least force of attraction over there. Got it? Along with upcoming electron. So that means least force of attraction. If least force of attraction, that means it needs more energy to hold the upcoming electron, isn't it? Yes. So if it is more negative, so what it will be? More negative, that means less value. Got it? That means, so fluorine must have least, we can say, because it is at the top, yes, least negative, more energy. See, this is more energy na, high energy. So least, less negative, less ko hum, since it is at the top, we can write least. Yes, so least negative electron gain enthalpy. So you got it, which one will have least? So obviously fluorine will have the least one. So obviously chlorine will have more negative, isn't it? So that's why we can say fluorine has most negative. If question may ask, if it is asked, so you can write, or more negative that also will be okay. Got it? So I did right. Is it clear? So try to understand this concept again and again. Since fluorine will have least, so obviously chlorine will have more, isn't it? So chlorine will have more negative electron gain enthalpy. I hope it is clear. Yes. So this is all in your that 3 slides which I left in today's class. Okay. So this is all about. Hope it is clear. Okay.